for a while, huh? Um, back surgery is what I wanted. I couldn't get any relief any other way, so I did it. I don't regret it, but it is sure hard to get over. Um, is it worse than my rotator cuff? I don't know. That's a hard one there. But I'm not walking as much as I should, probably. My physical therapy don't start until later this week, and that will be 3 weeks out. It's been 2 weeks since I posted anything on here about it. So I figured I would come on here and show y'all, or not show you, but let you know I'm still alive. I opened my eBay store back up sometime last week. I think like Tuesday, and I didn't have sales till like Thursday. Let me see when I had sales. My sales started okay, my last sale before I had surgery was October 3rd, which was 4 days before the surgery. So I mean, I went 4 days without any sales. And then my first sale coming back was the 18th, which I probably turned it on that Monday. And what was so funny, I guess it ain't really funny, on like the 14th, 13th, man, I felt great. I felt like, I wasn't going to have pain like most people say. I thought I was going to be able to get through it all, come out here and turn my store on and get back to work, even though I'm not supposed to lift anything over 20 pounds. And as you see, I got boxes on a shelf about, I don't know, I think they come to about right here. Maybe right here. I don't know. But I still have to reach for it and pull it down. And of course, I have the bottom ones, as you can see down there. Right. Yeah, down there. So I'm not supposed to bend over and pick anything up. I kind of cheat on that a little. I kind of keep one foot and tilt. It's still bending, but it don't seem like it puts any pressure on my back. Yeah, I guess as long as I avoid pressure on my back, it's good. Right now I'm wearing my back brace, which I'm supposed to wear most of the time. It keeps the back stable. I had an ice machine, a cold machine. What you do, you put ice cold water in this one thing, and then it circulates through something on your back to keep your back cold. They want no heat. I have a scar here in the front, about that far over to the left of my belly button, but down a little. And then I got a scar probably about yay long on my back, from the back part, and you're probably wondering, why do I have two scars? I had a disc removed from L4 and L5 and L5 and S1. I'll show you the pictures before and after here. And as you see, there's a little, they call it a cage. They put a cage in. So I got two cages in there, and then they screw diagonally into the vertebrae above it and below it. So I have two of those. I watched people before I went in to have my surgery. And what a lot of people were talking about, everybody kept talking about the incision. It was L5S1. No, I couldn't find anybody that was doing L4. It's L4. No, wait, L5 through S1. No, it's L4 through S1, because L4 and L5, they're screwed in, and then L5 and S1 is screwed in. S1 is the beginning of your tailbone. L5 is the end of your lower back. The doctor said when they opened me up, they said it was a mess when they went through the front. They go through the front, they cut an incision. A cardiologist does this. He cuts the incision without damaging any vital organs, because there's a lot of stuff in there that you can't touch. I say can't, but they cut the incision. Then what they do, they stick a rod in and push stuff over, like your intestines and everything, and then get another one to kind of like chopsticks, I guess you could say, and holding everything apart, keeping the view open where the doctor can get down in there. And then my back doctor got in there and scooped out I don't know, took out the disc that was in between, that was herniated in my back, both of them. And then they replace it with that cage and do the 2 screws. Then the cardiologist sews you back up. I don't know why he has to do it, but they say it took 3 hours just to do that. My surgery was supposed to take 3.5 hours for the whole thing. I think it went 4.5, 4.25. But yeah, when they finish the front, they flip you over and do in the back. And the back's the quick part, because then they just shave off the part that hits the nerve. Well, in the front too, they also try to make sense of your nerves, I guess. It's complicated. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, because I don't even understand how to explain it, go on YouTube and watch someone else that's done it. There's doctors that explain the whole surgery. But yeah, it's an up and down battle. And what I mean by that is, one day I'll feel great, like I can get out here and do stuff. I turned my store back on, but I haven't started listing anything yet. And the reason why is because I'm trying not to move as much. I come out to the garage, I fiddle around with eBay. I can get comfortable, but I can't sit like I'm sitting up right now. It's really making me uncomfortable. I'm usually out here in the chair like this, got the mouse in the hand, sitting there doing this, to sit. Because see, this took a lot of relief off my back to sit like this. This is ideal for me. I noticed this morning, I'm finally starting to sit back in my recliner at home instead of the couch that's more L-shaped. When you sit up, it's more of an L shape. Laying down, it was great, but it wasn't as soft as my recliner, so I've started sitting back in my recliner, but I do have to sit the back of it down in order to feel relief. This is something that just started. I saw my doctor on the 20th. Was it 20th? No. 18th? No, 17th. 17th or 18th, I saw him. It's the beginning of last week. And he was happy with what he saw in the x-ray. He was happy with what I told him, how things are going. He didn't look at the incisions because he just trusted the way I was doing. My wife said the incisions looked great. She showed me a picture of my back. I can't see the one on my belly because it's part of my Dunlap disease. My belly's Dunlapped over my belt, but I can see the top part of it. It looks okay to me. It's a little dry from the cleaning, but you got to keep it clean. But I guess I don't need to keep it that clean. But I'm sure my body oils ain't affecting that area right now, so I'm not getting as what's the word I'm looking for? Oily, to keep my skin from drying. But that's that. I really just wanted to come on here and say that I'm back, but I'm not back. I will say that nobody gave me anything. I don't know if anybody thought it was a scam or not. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I really was just trying to see if some people would help me out, and nobody did, but that's okay because I got God on my side. So if you choose not to help, that's fine. Half of y'all won't even get to this part of the video, and it don't matter. I do these videos for myself I don't mean to sound mean when I say this, but when I did that video where I asked people to help me so I could pay my bills, I really didn't expect anybody to help me because I'm from Memphis, so I have a mentality that nobody's going to help me anyway. And I know nobody's going to help me. So I'm not worried about people helping me. I can help myself. One way or another, I'll help myself. If that just sounds negative or wrong to some people, I'm sorry. But if you grew up like I did, you would understand. Yeah, my parents helped me out, but that was the only person that helped me out. But what I was going to come on here and say is the recovery from back surgery is a roller coaster ride for me. Like I said, one day I'm feeling great, ready to conquer the world, and next day I'm down and out, where I don't really want to do nothing. But with my eBay store open, I have to come out here and at least ship the orders that I do ship. And if I could get to listing, maybe I could sell more. Right now, the most I've sold is, let's see, this day, yesterday was the biggest. I've had 5 days of sales. Let's see, $21, no, $20, sorry. $15, $5.30, $71.92, and yesterday was $8.64. So I don't even I think between those I may have reached $100. I don't know. So in 5 days I sold $100 and I got $1,000 worth of bills every month. But like I said, I'll figure it out. People that did message me, and I know one person messaged me, said they didn't know what Cash App was and they were going to try to help some other way, and they didn't, but that's okay. I still appreciate the gesture of wanting to. For all the people that wanted to help but didn't, still, God bless you. I realize right now we're in a tight place for everybody. Like I said, I just wanted $1 from 1,000 people. I didn't want you to send me $1,000. I didn't want you to send me $500. I wanted you to send me $1. But the greedy nation we live in, and there I go being completely negative again. But I just know how this nation is. It's funny how you can hear about them. I get an update on my wife's boss in Florida. They had no renter's insurance along with no flood insurance, so they got nothing. And on top of losing every possession they had, including most of their clothes because they couldn't get the stench out of them, they lost, I don't know what year Corvette, but her boyfriend had a Corvette, and it's a total loss because it got flooded. His grandmother's cedar chest got knocked over into the water because it was set up higher in the water line, but what they had it sitting on got knocked back and forth, so they got knocked over into the water. So they lost everything. And like I'd said, if I'd got more than what I needed, I was going to give it to them. Yes, the insurance paid for the car. I know that, but I don't know I haven't heard anything from my wife on what they're paying out for anything else. I'm assuming nothing since they didn't even have renter's insurance. So they're having to rebuild everything on their own and take a loss on everything they had. The house they were building, they said it was not touched at all. It was not flooded. No wind damage to it. So that's good. So at least they know when they move into their new house sometime next year, they will have a sturdy and probably safe house unless a bigger hurricane comes in and maybe the water goes further inland. I don't know where it is in Fort Myers. I just know they're building another house in Fort Myers. But that's how I'm doing. That's how they're doing. Like I said, my back, it's more of a stiffness. Maybe if I walked as much, they want you to walk a mile a day. I've never walked a mile a day in my life, probably. Well, I'll take that back. Used to be a Boy Scout, so I did hiking. So once a month we went hiking, and yeah, I probably walked more than a mile. In fact, sometimes we went on hiking trips where we hiked 13, 14 miles a day. So there was that. But I plan on hopefully I want to at least feel a little better before I start getting back into the gym. I'm going to get in the gym and I'm just going to, anything up to 10 pounds, I'm going to lift. Of course, anything bending over, I'm not going to do it. I might do some leg extensions, maybe some standing leg curls. And when I start doing this, I'm going to have another channel where I'm going to do my recovery from this on that channel, and I'm going to try to get more into weightlifting after recovering from this, to show people that it can be done, and it can be done at the age of 52. I am very much out of shape. I need to get back into the gym. Please don't be like me and think that because you have a hard labor job that is your gym membership for the rest of your life, because it's not. It's not the same, because you're in, I know I'm jumping tactics here, but, and another thing, people, please start lifting right. This is why I'm in this mess, because I didn't think I'd ever, I'm not going to hurt myself lifting nothing. Look at me, big guy, yeah, no. I don't care who you are. You need to do your stretching and other things before you start working in the morning, and do not bend straight over and pick stuff up. I know I'm guilty of that, but you need to start twisting. Do some twists, do some stretches on your calves and your hamstrings. Keep your back and your hamstrings and quads loose for lifting. I've always been told for years. I went to Massage Envy for a while, and my back, it was always in knots, and she was one of the best ones they had there. And it was a double-edged sword. She didn't mind doing people like me, but she hated it at the same time. So, I want to say thank you for everybody that reached out to see how I was doing. A few people did. Y'all must be the people that are still watching, because I don't think anybody else is still watching. And when I get a full recovery, I'll start listing more. Maybe I'll do some more eBay stuff in with this. But for right now, I packaged one. It's Sunday. I packaged one thing. It was a Heads tennis racket. It was a active wear type shirt for $9, and I paid shipping on it. Just something I tried to get rid of. So I probably made $1 off of it after fees and cost of goods. But hey, at least that's one thing I ain't got to sell now. And yesterday, like I said, $70-something. If I remember right, the majority of that was one item, like $40-something was one item. So I think I only shipped out 3 items yesterday. But like I said, it's a roller coaster ride. It don't hurt to walk. It really hurts more to sit. Laying down feels good, but even I'm starting to wake up. I ain't gonna say in pain, but irritated. It's not a pain, it is more of an irritation. So I'm not in pain, but I'm still taking my pain meds. He's knocked it down half. I'm taking a muscle relaxer, which seems to be doing nothing. And that's part of my problem too. With never relaxing in the past, I'm not relaxing now. When I feel pain, I'll tense up, and I'm not relaxing. So I'm tightening those muscles back up, and it's probably way too soon to be doing that. And I've gone on way too long about this for 20 minutes to just simply give you an update on how I was doing. So those who support me, I appreciate it. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, please give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down. But give me a thumbs up. As you know, the thumbs down don't mean anything anymore. So comment, tell me, you're glad to hear about how I'm doing. Maybe give me some suggestions on things you might want to know that I left out. I don't know, that's about all I can think of. And that's another thing that why I haven't listed in a while. Posted a video in a while. I've been kind of scatterbrained for a week and a half after surgery. I guess the what's it called? The stuff they knock you out with. I can't remember. The anesthesia. The anesthesia kind of clouded. I mean, I barely remember the day after surgery and the day of surgery after the surgery. Um, my wife told me that when I came out of surgery and recovery, they're asking me how my pain is, and I'm telling them it's 10 out of 10. I don't remember saying that. But even what happened after surgery that day, I don't really remember. I know it was late in the afternoon because I don't think they got me back there till like 10. I say late, 3 o'clock or something like that, maybe. But I'm going to try to keep a regular schedule. I may do pop-up videos. I'm going to try to at least do 2 a week. I know I say that all the time, don't I? But I'm going to try because it kind of takes some things off my mind just to get a video out there and get this stuff out of me. So I appreciate it. If you would, please subscribe if you're still watching. I appreciate it. Thank you and have a good one.